Oniva, League of Legends highlights, powered by ArcaneBet.com. Bet live on esports.
To 15-minute team fights when you were playing the scaling game. Big question marks around the Flash Wolves comp compared to how they play domestically.
I love this from Gadget, though. It says, oh, it's just hit the 6. Okay, he has the ultimate now, which makes it a lot harder for this dive to be enacted. Boss didn't have teleport, so if they found the perfect time, they might have been able to do it. Boogie actually might be in a bad spot here. He's going to land the unburrow, get stunned up, looking for the Void Rush as well. He'll go on, but already he's dead. And Boogie took a trade. He took a bite out of something he didn't want.
Yeah, big mistake from Boogie there. Actually,
on that Rift held, the eye's not going to proc now. They've got it under the 2,000 health threshold, and Nanosic jumps in, look for the spot. He'll steal it away, rather uses his own ult against him, though. Boss going to come in with the World Ender, trying to get towards that Rift held. He just needs to get the eye, but instead, he will take down Boogie. Santa's here as well as Vega Squadron step forward. No man's on his way. Vega will take the 1-for-1 and steal away the health.
All those plays going across and still Hanabi hanging very close here. Do think that this has been a little bit of Boogie losing some of his mind, and Chelsea, who is the main shot caller for this team, Vega. We said that Flash Wolves, when all else fails, get active. Well, it looks like they can't do that.
They want to pump up the pace a little bit here. Spawn, they're going for the top lane dive. It's Hanabi underneath the tower. Chelsea here as well. All the teleport's going to join the fight as Vega maybe bit off a bit more than they can chew. Rather get stunned up and counters it as Ananasic locked down with his own ultimate. Flash Wolves will get the kill, and Vega made the play happen, but then lost out in the end.
Yeah, and they knew that Gadget could not follow their turret dive.
They definitely have, and I think it's always important to sort of tint our words with the idea that Vega are a playing team, and so we expect Flash Wolves to have the advantage. We expect them to make plays like this as No Man flashes away, rather underneath the tower. Santa's coming in with the Abyss of Voyage. There's the Requiem. Death from above as Rather gets locked down. No Man's gets the kill, and once again, it's great reactions from Vega.
Yeah, and once again, an overreach from the Flash Wolves. And Gadget just the beneficiary of this. Being able to hold onto his teleport, farm out bottom lane jungle has just become a playground for Vega. They're going to be able to move in. No Man's wants Hanabi.
Hanabi just stunned into the wall, uses the orange straight away, but No Man's will just chase him down. Hero's Entrance comes out, No Man's flashes away.
Kill him.
1v1, now he can turn him around onto Chelsea. Here comes Boogie, though. They're looking to lock up the vein. Devour is available for Santos, and he gets him out, but the shutdown will still come out. And Anasic and the rest of Vega Squadron now want to turn it back around on the Flash Wolves. Then he jumping back, rather on the front line. Pops the stopwatch, has the Requiem stolen away. The True Chopper will do a lot of work. Gadget flashes forward, trying to get the kills, but he just can't get enough. Chelsea will go down. The Requiem comes out. Counter Requiem has already been used. Vega Squadron all survive, and Flash and Boogie from doing this, especially with the teleports coming in from the Flash Wolves.
Yeah, that was a very quick teleport coming in from Hanabi to be able to secure it. However, and a great dragon to take, not because it's an air drake, but because we're about to hit 30 minutes, and that means it is going to be a lane priority. They didn't have their deep ward, so don't go for the play. Be patient, you know? Wait for Boss to be able to answer that wave. They go over though.
Flash in from Xiao, and already they got the shutdown onto Gadget. Now they're fighting in the middle of the Death Defy. No Man's on his way across. Gadget doing quite a lot of work. The more
should know something is going on here.
Vega Squadron shredding through it, down to 7,000 HP. Boss on the front line. Betty trying to come in as well. Here's Rather up towards the top. Off the Glacial Prison, onto Santa's arrow. Going for the fight. It's secured by Vega Squadron, but who's going to take the fight in the end? The Requiem comes out. No Man's solo, trying to do what he can. So much damage from Flash Wolves. Don't take him on. Boss jumps straight back in. Now it's a 2v3 in favor of Vega. Boogie turns it around. Chelsea there as well, and Ananasic cannot get across the wall. Santa's will fall, and Ananasic needs to get away. Just keep that Baron alive.
And it looked like they had got the Baron and got out cleanly. However, Boss wants to re-enter the fight, does so without World, and that looks like it's going to be a free kill. Boogie outplays him. You know, Chelsea there for the support as well. Without any damage left, it's going to be difficult.
No Man's is teleported in behind Boogie here. Flash Wolves might lose their jungler as he tries to get away, but there's no real escape. Oh, he goes back through the burrow.
The Dosi
there. Requiem. Hop goes the Rek'Sai. Boogie will fall, and now the next 49 seconds, Vega Squadron have a man up.
And look at the sick damage coming out of Gadget in the up-tempo pace of this game going. Potentially worried about the coordination and the skill of this Flash Wolves team in a team fight, or potentially thinking is on the flank. See who pulls the trigger first.
Elder Dragon down, 7,000 HP on it. Boogie looking for the entrance, rather embedding up towards the top side. And Anasic's going to catch out Boogie with the Glacial Prison. Boogie almost goes down, has the Guardian's Angel though, rather jumps at the back like Gadget in the middle of the whole team. Santa's still alive with a thick skin as well. Gadget Gadget shut down, but the Requiem comes out and Boogie will be caught by it. He goes down. Jungler down for Flash Wolves, but Flash Wolves continue to look for the engage. Rather taken out by Santas. Noman's continues to push forward here. The final hour, maybe the final shot into the hearts of Flash Wolves in this game. He takes out Xiaoxi. He can continue to chase. Hanabi can't even get the barrel off. Noman's with the A move skill. Double kill for the mid laner from Vega.
And a pop-off performance from Noman, counting CC. Timing.
They are looking for the close.
They certainly are. Betty trying his best, but with 13 seconds on the next available member for Elder Drake, 4-stack member of Vega, they're pushing into the end.
They were patient, they waited, they took the longest game of MSI 2019, but in the end, they take all that matters. Vega Squadron 1-0 over Flash Wolves.
And a terrific performance from the CIS representatives. Just everything you want to see out of an emerging region squad. The read on what the gameplay is going to be about. Get to objective first. A little bit of ingenuity in the pick ban phase, but then the patience to bring it later.
It's going to be the Alistair. Oh, it's going to be the Zillion instead.
Huh.
Bait and switched at the last moment.
So Santas with going in on an Ezreal who's just been able to stack up the passive on the wave. You see Boss now trading aggressively topside.
Hanabi forced away with the devastating charge. Hanabi, of course, has the flash. Can use the shuriken as well. Teleport coming in behind him now, Boss. No flash on this Hecarim. Boogie on his way up as well, rather looking to the abscond up. Doug will lock him up in place, and Boss has nowhere to go. No level 6, no ultimate to escape. First blood to Hanabi.
And a much better gank from the Flash Wolves. They know that he's going to overextend for that trade because Hanabi
down there by himself trying to clear out, and it means that he can now look for ganks like this. Gadget stared up. Boogie there has the flash, can jump in, gets onto Santa's. Pop Blossom used as well, but Pop goes Santa's. The Gadget with the Void Rush, double kill for Boogie. Great stuff from the Flash Wolves jungler.
A huge outplay, was able to negate the CC from the... Certainly so far, Boogie has done his job in this game.
See Pop Blossom coming out here from Gadget. They try and get the stun lock onto Betty. Betty has the flash, but just can't get away in time. Gadget will take the kill. Sped up by Santos as double teleport comes out from the Flash Wolves, and now it's going to be a 4v4 in the bottom lane. Flash Wolves trying to take the fight, rather jumping in. Santos gets the chrono break though, and he will be brought back to life. Boogie fighting down towards the bottom side of it. His boss comes into the top side. No man's going to get caught out by Boogie. Santos brought back to life. Gadget still running for the wins as Flash Wolves continue to get the fight. And Nanasick jumps back in with the blast go. Flash Wolves forced back. Unstoppable onslaught separates the team. Hanabi's so low, but he's able to survive, and they get 2 out of it. Hanabi's still alive. And Flash Wolves sweep Vega Squadron out of the bottom lane.
And they drop the Rift Herald to just add in errors. And I think taking Kha'Zix, who is primarily an early game ganking jungler, pathing jungler, into currently the strongest early game again, we'll have to be wait and see. However, this is something Flash Wolves do a lot.
Unstoppable onslaught used by Rather in the mid lane as Hanabi looks for the fight underneath the tower. Twilight Shroud comes out as well. Boogie with the flash in. Unstoppable onslaught though. Rather spot pops the stopwatch. Doesn't really have that many ways to escape apart from the flash. And he will get out for the time. Can Vega hold on to enough of their base before Flash Wolves go in? Pop Blossom pop. There's Gadget turning it around. The stun lands. The chrono shift out as well. Tarn Pinch on his way up. There's the teleport. And now Gadget is in a world of hurt. Santos dodges away from the Mystic shot. Gadget trying to escape with the Tangle Bars, but Xiaohu is on the chase. The Shape Splitter. Gadget's going to run up. Santos down. Betty is just there waiting for the kill. Takes it out. Double Mystic shot. Double kill. And so much pressure here from the Flash Wolves.
And at the same time, soloing out the Drake. Teleport coming out and across. So
a fight happening here, and Anasik caught out, devoured, but they will get the kill. It's Xiaoxi that falls rather dead as well, and maybe Vega Squadron could just go straight for the Baron. They will clear out the vision. Something about this Baron being started up. Boss is down to half HP. Here comes Betty with a TP. Hanabi, perfect execution, not quite available yet. He's got chased out. The Twilight Shroud, the Pop Blossom will stop him in its tracks. Stunned up, and Anasik's going to jump the wall as well. Perfect execution comes back for Hanabi, and he manages to escape. Teleport used the blast cone. No, Hanabi still able to survive. Stun onto Rather, but now Flash Wolves can step forward. They can take the tempo. They can take the pace. Straight into them. The Pop Blossom from Rather. The blast cone's there. No man's shielded up. Blast cone's going to knock him back into the rest of Flash Wolves. Chrono shift used, and now the teleport coming in from Vega as well.
Yeah, Boss looking to rejoin the fight.
Betty gets the kill onto an Anasik. No man's called out as well. Flash Wolves find the double, and the rest of Vega Squadron have to disengage. Boss, no unstoppable onslaught for him. Santos heals up. True Shot Barrage gonna catch on Gadget. The Tangle Bards will lock out the rest of Flash Wolves. Down towards the bottom side. Xiaoxi is looking for the flank position here, and he's gonna find them. Vega Squadron caught out in their own jungle. Bogey flashes forward with the knock-up, and it's all Betty all the time. 4 kills for none in favor of Flash Wolves.
And they're going to grab a Baron off the end of what was a 2-minute Yakety Sax queued fiesta on the top side of the map. It looked like Vega had the picks. They got desperate, Meg. They looked for the answer to come back into the game and then just gave it all back on a silver platter.
Flash Wolves able to find the fight. They came in, thought maybe for a moment they would be at the wrong side.
Available. Let's just play 2 lanes if you're the Flash Wolves. Let's take that deep breath that we need. And Anasik, however, looking for Hanabi.
Jumping forward would use the Void Rush to try and get away, but Boss done. Boogie is dominating, double kill for him as well. Flash Wolves giving no quarter, giving no inch to Vega Squadron as they just choke the life out of Vega.
And Vega look, showing what they look like when they're desperate and behind. This time not making the correct decisions. Going to get pushed in here might just be the end of the game.
Flash Wolves showing us why they have been to 7 consecutive international events, showing us why they always make semi-finals at MSI, showing us they cannot be counted out. Gadget's going to jump in with a Pop Blossom as Flash Wolves going for the Nexus Towers here. Vega really have no defense left. It's a 3v5 and Flash Wolves continue to push forward. Pop Blossom comes out as well. Double kill over to Hanabi. Give them it all. Give it everything. Flash Wolves equalize the series at 1-1.
And it's going to be a sub 25-minute victory for the Flash Wolves. An absolute shellacking Mimic at MSI. And really, they controlled the pace of that game to a much higher standard. This is what we want to see out of Flash Wolves League of Legends, the ability to play towards the neutrals, get your solo lane snowballing, and outclassing the Vega Squadron lineup this time around.
It gets locked in, but as you say, it's very easy for you to pick it out. Instead, it's going to be the Azir. First time we've seen No Man's pick that up across the course of the tournament.
So a little bit safer than
Boss the time to get back as well. He hits level 6, and it is becoming just a little bit desperate for Vega already. Gadget having to flash away in the bottom lane as the Ignite comes out. It's ticking. Gadget's down. He still had the heal there. Santos is going to follow shortly after. Flash Wolves had lost their flashes earlier on, but they still win the 2v2.
Yeah, Summoner Spell Deficit means nothing for the Flash Wolves bottom lane, and rather playing so far up now.
And that's like still no flash for him. Rather, he's kind of acted as that bouncer, that bodyguard for his lanes, and now he's set up in a perfect position because Gadget doesn't have flash, nor does Santos. Shouts, we go. Gonna go in. Gadget caught out, uses the heal. The knockup not quite gonna come out in time. Plasma stacks up on towards that Varus. It's not gonna be enough as Santos now forced underneath the tower. He will fall. Boogie gets his first kill of the game, and Flash Wolves are off to the races.
And press the attack, Kai'Sa just adds so much damage to this lane.
He's got flash, he's got the shuriken, he just walks out.
And if there was a teleport available...
Oh, Gadget's done.
All right, let's forget that one. If there was a teleport available for the top lane, it becomes even more difficult to go for that gank because the counter gank always there. Rather is smashing. If you read them beforehand, they've got better vision than you. They've been able to get to the areas first. And this is where creativity becomes such a
the rest of the map. Vega Squadron yet to get a plate of their own. Gadget's caught out, has the flash up in just a second, but the hero's entrance is not in time. And Santa's unable to save his AD carry in the bottom lane.
No hesitation,
goes down in a second, and all of that gold is fed onto Betty as well. No Man's forced out in the mid lane here as he's stunned up, but the fight erupts in the jungle as well. That is just the support killing the AD carry. I mean, Betty was there to help at the end, but it's just... If he'd taken it, it would have been a KS, because that was...
You lose bottom lane really hard when no one else is there and they 2v2 take your tier 2 turret at 14 minutes into the game.
And Anasik trying to stop Rather here. We use the Void Rush. Rather trying to trade it back, but Anasik will get the kill. Rather greeted for the tower. He gets it, but he does lose his life.
Turret with no health. You do have to be able to take those plays, but really it's just for your confidence for the rest of the series. This looks like it's going to be a 2 lineup, ensuring that they have an area to attack through.
Vega looking to defend this top tower as Anasik actually catches out on towards Boogie. The Crescent Guard. Void Rush comes out as well, but Betty with the chase goes in, supercharging towards Santos. The hook's going to land on the Gadget. He's knocked up. He's not long for Summoner's Rift. Rather with the chase in. And Hanabi comes in with the TP into perfect execution. They'll take him out. 2 kills for nil. The tower falls as well. Flash Wolves
just might not be in the best area.
So Hanabi didn't have teleport. He pushed in top, and now he's coming down towards the bottom side. Boss has already TP'd in. Inferno Dragon down to 3,000 HP. Rather steals away the unstoppable onslaught. Betty's on the back line, and Gadget's caught out. Gadget trying to do what he can, but Betty just on a rampage. Surima's shuffle comes out, and Flash Wolves continue the fight. And Anasik has to flash away. This is just devastation. This isn't even funny as we see No Man's trying to slide onto the back line, but it's all Flash Wolves. There's nothing you can do against such relentless hate.
Yeah, and the casual 4v5 coming in from the region, LMS. You can see that right now support be contested, even though death timers are so short. No way to make yourself through that forest. Going to be picked up. Their 1-3-1's devastating. Their team fight's better just because of how they accelerated so much domestic dominance. Because we've seen, you know, potentially the Karthus. What do we go back towards something like a Heimerdinger? Is there, you know, a Morgana even situations? And Anasik would have been leeching a lot of Gadget's experience.
Do they realize this ward doesn't spot it? I believe that ward's actually outside of the bush. Ananasik will clear it out, so now they know that he's up there. But you can see they hadn't reacted before that. Ananasik gonna go in with the bow, look for the flash as well, but he's caught up, he flashes in, he throws it away! Ananasik has breathed life into Vega Squadron, but Flash Wolves are trying to snuff that life out. Santa's caught out with a perfect execution, hooked back with the dredge line as well, and that Galio will fall, but that's 3 Baron buffs on Vega Squadron surviving.
And a Baron for 2 kills when you're 12,000 gold behind is a trade that you will take. Now
pushing forward as a 5-man squad. Boogie down to about 400 HP. Levels up, gains some back. Rather still taking down the inhib. Hanabi's pushing in this top wave. Betty trying to trade onto Nomads. Betty can just step forward. The killer instinct. Nomads has to flash away.
Is no farm available right now for the Flash Wolves in that lane?
Oh, Flash Wolves trying to force on the other side of the map as they saw Nomads in mid. That inhibits the tower down to half HP. Rather jumping forward. Boss catches them out. Nomads goes golden with the catch onto Ananasik on that backline. Inhibits the tower, force the shuffle back. Hanabi on the backline has already taken out Gadget. Nomads the second to fall. The hero's entrance comes out, but you're not really doing too much on this backline because Betty is still alive. He's shredding through all of Vega Squadron. In the end, Boogie falls. Ananasik has to run the wrong way. Chelsea will go down as well, but rather on the chase, abscond, abducts, and takes the life of Ananasik. Takes it away with the Void Rush and goes golden in the final moment. It's an ace for Flash Wolves, and although the Barons still look pretty, Vega Squadron were not able to delay the game for long enough. Flash Wolves are 1 game away from their 4th consecutive MSI main stage.
And it did just seem like a matter of time in this game. Flash Wolves sucking the life out of it with such a dominant bottom lane performance. The solo lanes already had done their job in generating a gold lead, and then getting Bash Wolves, Betty and Chelsea into the game progresses. Scales incredibly well, has gank assist, as well as the fact that it's so hard to kill and tie down in that side lane.
It's the first time we've actually seen
a strategy that they like to implement with the Orianna.
Oh, Scout of the Week is going to land. There's the Unleashed Power as well, but the exhaust comes out. Shockwave used, and Ananasik not underneath the tower and can't really do much more. Tom Kench on his way up with the Abyssal Voyage. Boogie there as well. Abyssal Voyage was cancelled. Santos goes in with the taunt, but now he's the one to be caught out. Shousey trading. There's the teleport in the mid lane as Ananasik, and Nomads will get the first kill. Santos solo. Betty flashes in. 1-for-1 trade across the map now. Boss did TP into mid, so his TP is down, and Hanabi did not join that fight in mid lane.
Great mid lane if the duo was able to join.
Betty did have to burn Flash to get him in the end as well, so that's both those summoners down in the bottom lane, and Ananasik is trying to capitalize on that. Teleport in from Hanabi. Black Shield down, it's a 3v3 for the moment. Hanabi comes in, knocked airborne straight away. Gadget, though, is caught out, and it's 2 kills on the board for Flash Wolves. A 1,500 gold lead. Flash Wolves in control of this game.
And some mistimed vision set up. Once again, costs them about 2,000 gold, costs them that first strike of the game. Control starting to go back towards the Flash.
And when you know you're going to be a man disadvantage building up, because right now you're in a very strong position. You don't really need to be forcing the tempo too much. No man caught out with a Shockwave. A kick comes back from Ananasik there. Bessie gobbled up by Shousey. Spat out back towards the tower. The Chain of Corruption did land onto Ananasik, locking him in place. Boss with the Inferno Chains can't quite pull back Betty. And now the World Ender about to time out. Boss flashes away. Boogie on the chase. Doesn't have the flash yet, but still looking for the knockup. And Boss will delay with the Darkin Blade. Betty will take him out. And Flash Wolves once again find a kill from an Ananasik gank.
And they're trying to force plays on the side of the map where they don't have numbers, which means that if anything goes wrong, if they're not able to execute immediately, they just die. Back-to-back plays. You can argue Santos could have joined there.
Trying to make the play on the Hanabi here underneath the tower. Pretty good tower dive there by Vega Squadron.
Much better execution of a play, you know, with Black Shield not going to be able to get the root out. And you can see Ananasik looking for Betty here as well.
Jumps forward with the safeguard, hits the Sonic Wave chase onto Betty. Betty doesn't really have anywhere to get out and it's shut down. Betty overextended there, shouldn't have been there by himself.
And you can see that with that pick in the top lane, with no
Booming King on towards Betty.
And you might think, you know, risky teleport for Gadget, however, does have ultimate and flash available. Oh.
Soul Shackle's used there. Shousey going to get caught out. Stand United coming in as well. There's the stun lock. Santos looking for the taunt. Can't quite land it onto Betty. Root used with the Chain of Corruption. And the fight onto Gadget as Betty turns it around. Gadget was not in the Spirit Refuge. Santos was unable to protect his AD carry. And this should be 2 easy kills for the Flash Wolves. Nothing that Vega Squadron could do.
And a miss execution again. I was going to say Flash as well as ultimate and Shen means that Chelsea to the play.
Santos has to Stand United.
But that's only one member and a shield.
Here we go. Scout of the Week onto Rather. That's Shockwave onto Nomads. Boogie waiting, and Anasik's going to jump forward, looking for the Dragon Rage. Rather flashes away. Here's the Abyssal Voyage. Thunderball coming in as well from Flash Wolves as they take the fight. Stand United used. Boogie goes low. Void rushed in. Boss now World Ender on that front line, and Anasik survives, gets out to the back of it. All 5 members of Flash Wolves are here. Still, Morgana on her way down. Gadget coming in. Boss with the knock-up onto Hanabi. Are they going to look for the dive? Vega can keep taking this, but the damage goes back onto Vega. They have to step back. Here comes Gadget on towards the back line, looking for that binding. Trying to connect, can't quite find it, but the tower is low here. The minion wave pushing in. Gadget's taking a lot of damage. Santa maybe looking for the taunt here as Anasik rejoins Gadget. Overstepped, way too far forward. The rest of his team couldn't back him up.
Medic, Vega just won a 4v5, and then Gadget walks into the remaining 4 members.
Oh, no, they did not. The Realm Warp spells the demise of Noman's and Boss and Vega Squadron. For a moment, there was a glimmer of hope, but Flash Wolves just broke them right down.
Tragedy on Summoner's Rift. They're going to look to continue.
And Anasik caught out Hanabi, and Boogie get the kill. And head-in-hand stuff here for Vega Squadron.
Position on the side of Flash Wolves.
Imagine if that tower was down. Rather wouldn't be able to stand where he's standing right now. Wouldn't be able to back there. The Rune Prism's going to land on towards Boss there. The chase in from Xiaoxi and Betty. Realm Warp there as well. Boss does have the flash, but he doesn't really have anywhere to go. Tries to flash away back towards the Flash Wolf's base, but the piercing arrow won't quite connect. Boss, he's going to get chased down here by someone in the end. Dies to minions, and Betty will collapse. And Anasik's going to play down towards the bottom side of the map, get something out of this for Vega Squadron.
And they look for the dive here. Bind goes wide, so it will just be the Dragon coming across. You thought with how long it took to take down Boss, there was something else available. However, going to have to group and just catch side lanes. It's going to cost you CS. But if they make a fight here work, it doesn't matter.
Jada Caution lands onto Santos, but immediately puts down the Spirit's Refuge, blocking out those auto attacks. Betty flashing forward. The flank is on here for an Anasik if they can find it. They're in a good position. Him and the Syndra on the side.
Yeah, far away
Rather is not with them, and Anasik's going to jump in. Boss there on the front line now. Redemption used by Xiaoxi. Boss into the World Ender, not quite into the Redemption passive. No Man's there with the Unleashed Power. They take down Betty. That's one. Boogie jumps on the back line though. Gadget. Shockwave back. Will fall, and Flash Wolves find the fight. Hanabi can just open up. Machine Gun Rise onto the faces of Vega. Boss gets a counter kill, but it's going to be a full ace here by the Flash Wolves. Boogie on the chase, and Anasik not really anywhere for him to go apart from across the wall. Boogie still chasing him. It's jungler versus jungler. The prey sequel here hit, and there is the smite in the end.
Yeah, it certainly is, and Santos will survive on the back end of it all. However, it is going to be
best of 5, and Anasik was the one to get it, but Santos, you can blast going in, you can go for the auto instead. Just taunt straight in, rather secures it. Santos stopwatches for a second, but that's not going to delay his demise for long. Hanabi unstoppable now, 6-1-5, and Flash Wolves have taken this game by the scruff of the neck.
They certainly have, but it took who are weaker than Flash Wolves, however.
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? They look very strong against Team Liquid today. Santos with the taunt from the side. Hanabi's up towards the top lane. Unleashed Power's going to land. Rather's down. Boss continuing to chase in here with the Stand United. They've taken the Inferno Drake. Great taunt onto Betty. Boss on the chase. Betty's down, and Vega have found the fight. They're going to take out Xiaoxi as well. With the thick skin, he just about survives, but Anasik can just chase him down. Should be another kill for Vega. Hanabi is in the base. Boogie going to use the Void Rush here onto Gadget, but Gadget can just land the binding. Tormented Slow will tick away at him. Hanabi's still pushing for that inhib up towards the top side. He will secure it. So Flash Wolves get
free inhibitor. Instead, they give away 3 kills.
Oh, teleport in here by Hanabi though. Trying to catch Gadget and Nomads. He can just 1v3 this. Gadget's done. Hanabi, he's styling on some fools right now. The taunt from Santos will land, but Rather's here for the cleanup crew. It's a double for the Rise. Hanabi is unstoppable, indomitable, and he has won this game pretty much. They can do. Boss, Santos, and Anasik trying to defend here, but they just can't even find a flank position. Double inhibitors down now. 30 minutes in. Flash Wolves, 7,000 gold ahead. The Shockwave lands on the Boss. He has the World Ender. He will regen. Just force back a little bit there. You can't hide in the bush when the Orianna ball is there.
However, in a standard game, all right, I'm not going to talk.
Boss is caught out. See coming in, and Hanabi will go legendary. That's not really too much you can do against this Rise right now. Vega Squadron trying to find picks where they can, but
the thing, you can see that Flash will still pinging out the lane waves on which they want to dive for. Not playing around the mid lane wave at all. They pinged the top lane wave that they wanted to have crash. Now we'll see it.
Teleport coming in behind 3 members of Flash Wolves here. Rather, Betty and Xiaoxi maybe caught out. Boogie coming in from the side as well, but Boss lands onto Betty. The Unleashed Power into the stopwatch. You may be very safe, but he is still dead. Hanabi, though, and Boogie are on the Nexus towers. They don't really care about the kills. All they care about is the Nexus, and all they care about, all Flash Wolves ever care about, is making the main stage of MSI. Can they do it? He says, I'm pretty sure they can. Hanabi takes the Nexus, and Flash Wolves are going to the main stage.
So they throw Betty to the, not wolves, because they're wolves, to the other people.
To the Sharks.
To the Sharks, there we go. And unfortunately, he will fall down, but they will end up winning the series. And once Flash Wolves got into their grooves, you really saw how well they can play the map. But not only that, they do still have very impressive individual members. And that's what I feel like everyone's going to talk about. Without Caster, without Maple, without Sorta, how can this LMS...